Well, it's Saturday out here at the Beetle Barn. The heck date is it? I don't even know. I'll have to look. Anyway, you can see it's kind of gray here. It's kind of the way it is. A little like foggy. Pretty chilly, probably in the 40s somewhere. And I'm fixing to play with this go-kart a little more. Something to do on a Saturday, a little diversion. And I don't know what exactly all I'm going to do to it. I guess we'll come back and look at it after a while. Anyway, just getting started out here. And it's the 10th of November now. So anyway. Well, I'm scrounging around. I got some more of this wire shelf deal here. And anyway, I'm gonna fix to make something out of it, and we'll see how it turns out. I just kind of scrounged around through the scrap, and I had a couple of these guys still laying around, so this is what I made the that end there, the opposite end is what I made my little chain guard out of on this piece. So I've got some more of it left. I think I'll make something else out of it. Well, one step forward and several steps back. I'm tearing it apart here, and I can go ahead and clean up my welds, fix any of them if I need to, and maybe throw some paint on it. So I got to rip the seat back off of there, and oh, the brake linkage in the brake, and some other stuff. We've got a pile going over here. Engine, tires, stuff like that. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing here now. Anyway, just a shot. Well, there it is in all its naked splendor. Got to go around and grind all the welds and fix them if I need to, and then figure out what color, probably black. And anyway, we'll see what we do here. Might end up being a Rust-Oleum job, I don't know. But it'll look better than it does now. Well, here's what we got at this point. Been grinding the welds down, make them pretty, and then I was kind of cattywampus, but we'll tip you this way, and you can see there behind the seat I put another chunk of cage in. That'll keep you off of the engine and stuff while it's running. Anyway, a piece of strap tacked on there, and then tacked all the way up the side, both sides, and across the top again. Anyway, that should probably work out pretty good. We'll see how it all looks when it's said and done. I'm gonna go ahead and sand and clean so I can put some paint on this thing. Well, here we go. We got it in some primer, and anyway, it's all one color anyway. We used to call lead red, but it's not really. It's actually Rust-Oleum, rusty metal primer, and shot through a very, very old school, if we could do this, Craftsman gun. Worked real good. I actually used a little cheap reducer in it to thin it down enough to get it to spray, and it sprayed out pretty good, and it's actually flashing off reasonably well, considering it's probably in the low 40s or upper 30s right now outside, and it's flashing off okay. Anyway, we'll see how it all turns out. Well, the next day out here at the Beetle Barn, anyway, there's that that thing drying here. Probably give it a week before we put a top coat on it. Anyway, and so today I'm working on the little front wheels. One side is really rusty, so I got to get all that rust and shit off of there and clean it up real good before I can put some paint on it. And anyway, tires. Using the bench again, go figure. And then I got these old things off a garden cart. Just happened to be the exact same tire. The rim is a little different. It's got the same inner offset, but the outer side has a longer stub on it, and this has some kind of nylon bushings rather than bearings. So anyway, we figured the tires will work if we need tires because they're identical to the ones on the cart. But I think once I clean the bead up on that rusty guy, it'll hold air just fine. And so that's what I'm doing here right now, is cleaning that thing up. And anyway, the primer red cart. So that's probably it for this weekend. I'm going to clean these rims up, throw a little black paint on them probably, and call it good enough. Well, it turns out I've got some industrial machine and implement rattle can there. It just happens to be poured gray. So anyway, that's what they're going to be. And we're doing that little guy there. Warm this crap up a little bit. It's probably about 42 degrees out here, give or take. So warm it up a little bit, that way the paint won't run too bad. And get those beads all nice and smooth and ready to accept the tires and not leak. They're tubeless tires, so gotta have the beads in the valve stem area nice and smooth, and then all that stuff will seal up. Well, done for the day. Anyway, this is what we got. Let's see if we can do this. Got the rear one there. Pretty gray. And then we got two front ones down there, all pretty gray. The bead on them nice and smooth now, so those tires will hold some air probably. The drive wheel side of this cart had been out in the rain or something. The drive wheel side, both were rustier than hell. The rear one there is a split one that goes on the drive wheel, and then the coaster wheel on the back of this thing is this aluminum two-piece thing. It's pretty, so we're not going to do anything with that. May get another tire for it. We got to clean that engine up and do a little paint. Paint that guard there yet, that chain guard, and put it all back together again. But had enough for this week. We got with this weather, we're gonna let this thing sit about a week before we top coat it. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.